We eating like a king in here, boy.
Whoa, whoa. Getting a little hot. Morning. Another beautiful day. Another beautiful day. So, 17. Whoop, 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 whoop. Crazy thing, 17 videos. 17 freaking videos that you guys have all watched. Wild. And not to mention that I've made. First off, real quick, to those of you that know I have social media, I do a little bit on Snapchat. Not really sure how all that works. I just kind of post publicly, but it seems to me that there's a lot of people coming through there, which is awesome. Kind of a little different content I do on there. I'm not as, I don't know. I'm frequent, but I'm not. I'm frequent, but I'm not. So thanks to those who follow me on Snapchat. Also, TikTok. Now, I've never been a guy that was like, as soon as TikTok came out, I was like, yep, I need it. Da, 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 da. So I recently only joined TikTok not too long ago. Having said that, to those of you that have followed me on TikTok, thank you. We're actually, at the time of this video right now, we're creeping up on 1K subs, bro. Not subs. Oh my God, this isn't YouTube. 1K followers. That is freaking awesome. That's awesome. And also, thank you to those who are watching me on YouTube. As of right now as well, this channel, we're creeping up on 200 subs. So that is phenomenal. I never thought I'd have that many people watching me do this and talk. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm obviously looking to grow the channel, so keep sharing it, keep liking it, keep commenting on it, you know. See if we can make this into one big adventure for everyone to enjoy, not just myself on this side of the camera. So, but without further ado, 17. Let's get it. Woo! I just wanted to touch on something really quick before we dive into everything. I had a viewer ask me, why didn't I just easy out and heat up that manifold? I don't have the tools, aka a big fat torch, to heat all that up. Wasn't about to mess around with it, and at the time I was kind of in a panic. So tap the credit card, tap the credit card, tap the credit card, and all your problems will go away, kind of thing. It's currently sitting on my shelf, so you know, one day when I get a torch and I have some time, I'll probably start messing around with it, and then I'll have a good working spare manifold chilling on the shelf in the shop, right? So, but if there's one thing you want to take away from this video, it's this. This is your tip from Ozzy for the day. All your problems can be solved with the tap of your credit card. Come on. Tap, tap, tap. Not all the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. So, but yeah. We're just heading down to unload here. We got a load of calcium on. If you follow my TikTok or even my Snapchat a little bit, you would see that I pulled my Pete out of the oil field, and we're kind of back on the highway, you know. So we're hauling Super Bs, flat deck Super Bs with poly tanks on top, 2 big fat poly tanks on there, and we're hauling calcium for road spraying, so road repair essentially. And so far, it is a great gig. I'm really enjoying it. We've kind of redone the truck interior wise a little bit, did some modifications. We added some stuff in the bunk, and I really can't wait to show you guys how my over the road life is different than when I was in the patch, right? Because we were home every night, so I didn't use that. I didn't use this area behind these curtains, the door to Narnia. We never really used it. So now we're using it every night, and this is the Peterbilt Inn, if you will. Vacancy for one. So while we're driving on our way to unload, I wanted to maybe spark a conversation that may or may not end up in the comments here. You know, engage with you guys a little bit. What do you think about the fuel prices these days? Oh my Lord. I know for most of you that may or may not own the truck, so your name isn't on that little card, that little fuel card. I'll tell you what, there's a reason why I wear these Elton Johns, I call them, so that you can't see my tears run down my face every time I put the nozzle into my tank and click it on. Because I will tell you what, I cry. 30-year-old man, actually I turned 30 this year, but you can damn well bet you can, if you catch me at any fuel stop in Alberta or Saskatchewan and you see this white Peterbilt pulling these Super Bs, you come over, just give me a minute, because I am actually crying. It may only show like a little tear externally, but inside, Niagara Falls ain't got shit on me, you know? So, and this is actually something I wanted to talk about. I think it was Andrew Tate. I take little tidbits from him every now and again. And everything is so screwed up right now. Like, we don't even know if the world or the way our lives are right now are going to be the same in a few months. Just because oil price is so high for some reason, even though in Canada we have some of the largest oil reserves in the world, we have extremely high grocery prices right now. I'm not learning that, but you know, instead of $300 a month in groceries, we're more like $600, $700, $800, $900, depending on how many kids you have, right? How big your family is, which to me is absurd. Because in Canada, we have the ability, we're so diverse. We have the ability to, I'm also learning with Super Bs that yes, just in general, a truck takes a long time to slow down. Super Bs are even longer. Much longer. Much longer. We're hauling quite a bit more weight back there. It's a little rougher in here, but it is what it is. Back to what I was saying. Groceries, so expensive. You know, everything is going up. And right now, it's one of those things where it kind of has a person scratching their head whether or not this is a good time to do anything. Well, I'll tell you right now, this is the perfect time to do anything. Everything is so screwed up, just start it. Whatever you need to do, just start it. Whether it's a new job, business, whatever. To heck with it. We might not all be living the same way in the next 6 months anyways, but at least you tried. You know, I'll tell you what, coming from me, at this time, expanded with a second truck, got no idea how it's going to go. Fuel's at $2 a liter, groceries are expensive, wages are high. Well, I'm paying good wages, I know that. All this different stuff, we're making a go at it. Like I say, put her all on black and don't look back. Woo! You know? So, yeah, if that's something you agree with, let me know in the comments. But it is crazy out there right now. Wild. It's like a jungle, you know, right? It's like a jungle. So, all right, y'all. Well, we'll catch up with you when we're unloading. In the meantime, we're gonna flip to show you what it is exactly I'm pulling. I'm pulling out of the, show you what it's all like, or show you what it's like when it's all cleaned up, coming straight out of the rain box. Yeah, we've been dancing in them quite a few times here in the last month. Oh boy. And for those of you that don't know what the rain box is, when you're dancing in the rain box, you're washing your vehicle. One of my old trucking buddies had that as a term, trucker slang, so you can take that away from this video if you don't take anything else. Any of the tips or anything like that, I don't recommend tapping your credit card for every problem, but it's always a good day when you can get a good wash in. So if you, next time someone asks you what you're washing your vehicle and they say, what are you doing? I'm just dancing in the rain box. Yeah. Roll clean washed footage. Woo! Catch up with you in a minute. Sorry, I was just checking out my reflection. Totally. Oh, sorry, headphone users. I forgot that my microphone was on my hoodie string. We totally forgot to film the unloading and loading procedures today. We totally forgot to film unloading and loading. Unloading and loading. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to bring you into a new segment. All right. Apparently, my fucking curtains haven't been open in a while. Oh, you. So we'll just do one of these. Kind of tie this up. And we'll kind of, and I like having these together. I just don't like the fact that they freaking don't. There we go. Okay, inverter on. Ho ho. So before I pop out of the bunk here, this new segment is called, as you guessed it, just like Driving with Oz. Plug that baby in. Cooking with Oz. So, even though, actually, you know what? You're kind of far out. Where could I, oh, I know where I can put you. Come here. Bring you into the curtains of Narnia, like I said earlier today. We'll see what we can do about setting you up. So yeah, y'all, this is behind the curtains of the Peterbilt Inn.
as you can tell. Okay, so we'll just open these up. There, now everyone can see what I'm doing. So, get some of these out. Yeah, I know this is my table for now. It's kind of poor, but tis what it is. You'll see why I don't mind this in just a second. Oh yeah, smoky ranchero, Himalayan pink salt, and some garlic powder. So now what we're gonna do for, oh, I love this. I absolutely love the fact that we as people decided for one-use utensils, let's make them out of wood. More like it, more than anything. So on this segment of Cooking with Oz, I'm going to bring you in on what I do at the end of my day here. And then hopefully tomorrow I don't forget to do loading and unloading. So I made the mistake of leaving these steaks soak, oh no, on my dash and let them thaw for basically all day. Oh yeah, get right in there, just bloody it up. Yes, look at that, look at that. Hell, oh, I don't even want to lick my fingers because it's raw meat. Normally that's what I do. If you would have watched Twisting Wrist episode there, I took, for the first time ever, I had some smelling salts before a match, and just out of habit, because I used to lick my fingers with pre-workout, and it kind of looks like pre-workout, looks like a lot of other things. But anyways, I licked my fingers to free my fingers of smelling salts, and oh my god, did I ever get a wake-up call. Yeah, they're not supposed to go in your mouth. So now, to do this without making a freaking massive mess and like, how do you live with wood utensils, man? That's what I don't understand. Okay, there's one. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. And we'll do, come on, come to papa. Yep. Oh, you are all right. Okay, I don't think there's any good, so I can kind of leave this sit back here for all the garbage. And now, so since these sat out all day, excuse me, and are pretty soaked in blood, pat them dry, right? We'll wait on this for a second. Now we'll get to seasoning. So first, I usually like to start with salt. Oh yeah. Look at that. So, and if you follow my TikTok, that cooler is Iceco. Without them, I would not be able to do this, because not many people offer a fridge freezer cooler. So yeah, I'll maybe run the one thing at a time. Anyways, Iceco, super good freezer. I can actually turn either side down, and yeah, I keep frozen meat in the front compartment closest to the dash, and then I keep my groceries in the back side, and it's all controllable on a digital screen. You don't have to go overkill like I did. That one was a little much. That's a 60 quart. That is almost 4 feet long, but whatever. So I love it, and I'm probably going to use it forever. So yeah, best part is you can either plug it into a house plug-in, or you can run it off your cigarette plug, which is sweet. So now what we'll do some onion powder. Because who doesn't like a little onion? I wish I would have bought garlic powder. I don't know why I didn't, but can never really use too much of this stuff, which is sweet. And it smells unreal. The other thing I want to show you, smoky ranchero. Now this stuff, oh my God, yeah baby. So what I normally like to do is obviously season these up pretty healthily, you know. Good enough. And so now what we'll do is we'll take these bad boys, if I can, with my burning fork, I'm gonna see if I can flip them. I can't even stab these things, man. That's how bad this is. Go! This is embarrassing. What kind of cooking show is this? Try that again. I bet you Gordon Ramsay wouldn't put up with this shit. I should frickin'. Then I don't want. Then I do dishes though, and I don't want to really do dishes. So there we go. So we'll flip him over just like so. Oh my God! Trying not to get everything on the bunk or the bed where I sleep, but like, see now this is what I used to do trucking differently, okay? So when I was younger, and the reason why I'm talking right now, I don't have to go through what I just put on the steak, you guys already know. I just want to talk a little bit about how I used to do things when I was younger. So I'm 29 now, and things have changed a lot in my life since I started trucking. And before, you know, I was cigarettes, Red Bull, and a pep and ched. That was good. Didn't matter. I'll never forget the first time I came home after my first fall run. I had seen my mom in the summer, and I had seen her again at Christmas time, and she almost didn't recognize me for how much weight I lost. So I wasn't really taking care of myself. And now that I'm older and things hurt more than they used to, I like to actually have good food, right? Just like anyone else, I think. And doing it this way, I probably will never, if I ever have to, I will never do trucking any differently. Not to mention also, like, so even with the price of meat being so frickin' high, it really isn't. Like, I think my groceries right now that I have in the truck, just because I know I'm having this at night, I'll usually cook one, or cook both, put the other in the fridge portion for tomorrow night so I don't have to fire up the air fryer. And it's just less time at the end of the day. I've got 4 steaks with me, 4 or 6 Greek yogurts, a couple of boxes of granola bars, and enough peanuts to probably last me another 2 weeks. Like, I don't eat a whole lot. I thrive off coffee, which I didn't show you guys today, but I whipped up a bunch of coffee. I got a Keurig sitting right here. I don't know if you can see that. It goes on my cooler as well when I'm using it, and I just put my mug under there, right? Make my 2 8-ounce. And that coffee I was talking about, black. Oh yeah. Dark roast. Basically all the circles of strength except for one. So it ain't no Tim Hortons stuff. I don't know what the hell they put in that. It was more like water with a brown tinge. Like, it literally looks, their coffee tastes like they just kind of like found puddle water and like put it in a heating mechanism and then served it to you, if you want my opinion. So, but back to this whole idea of meat being expensive. Like, I went to my local butcher here, and just to give you guys an idea, if you've never done it, go down to your local butcher, and these are sirloins, so they are by far not the best cut of meat, but they still are a meat. And I know the shout out to Diamond 7 and Lloyd, Aaron, if you're watching this, man, you guys have a really fine establishment, good cuts, the whole 9 yards. meat is just expensive in all general. I've watched it grow over the past few years. I've been quite an avid meat eater in the last little bit here. But I just told you my grocery list, and if you are okay with living off coffee for most of your day, or drinking water, or like me, smoking cigarettes, or snacking on peanuts or granola bars, but you know you're gonna have a good full supper, and like, don't get me wrong, I could put a salad and a fruit and a da in there. I just haven't yet. So this is kind of where we're at. Now, with that being said, the way I'm doing this, it's fairly cheap, and I'm noticing already within 1 week, my money is staying in my account, because due to the sole fact of, say for instance, you take breakfast. Breakfast nowadays in a truck stop is $25, $30. Well, 1 K-Cup is like $1. So I have 2 of those. Makes $2. And then I get on the road and away I go. So that's kind of what I do in the mornings, is I have coffee till whenever, and then I usually try to just minimally snack throughout the day, kind of thing. As you know, most truck drivers are fat. We need to eat less, move more, so that's kind of what I'm on about here. So we got the parchment paper ready to go. Whack! Put this in there nicely. Oh yeah, get a little bit of ASMR. Okay, now, numero uno. Get yo. Oh my goodness, you guys. Like,
We eating like a king in here, boy.
So, actually, first things first, since I'm kind of hungry right now, so yeah. Here, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do a little thingy on this here. So this is the ice scope. So down here, I don't know if y'all can see that. Controlled digitally. That side for this side. That side for this side. Now, I didn't figure out how to turn it into Celsius, so we're just dealing with that. But here we go. Like, that actually, without the basket, goes all the way down there, and it's just completely open on the other side. This is where your motor and all that fun shit is. So we'll grab 2 of these, because we're feeling good, and a water. Nice slam, right? Heavy duty. Like, this freaking thing was heavy. Like, that ain't no briefcase latch, boy, you know? That thing is mint. I will never go anywhere without it again. So, put you back up here. So yeah, this is kind of what the behind the scenes are behind the curtains of Narnia is like when I'm done for the day. So now, turn that on. And I will say it does get hot in here. We be cooking with the windows open, you know. Just is what it is. Meat, 190 or 204. Last time I did 18 minutes on an inch thick sirloin, it was a little overcooked. So we're gonna do 15 minutes. We'll flip them over at about 7. Whatever. Get out of here. Work with me. And yeah, so now we wait, which is awesome. And it's about to get a little bit hot in here, but it's about to smell really, really good. That ranchero just, oh. But anyways, and I mean, realistically speaking, if you guys are wondering, like, you don't even have to pertain this to trucking, is the other thing. You can do this for camping, for a road trip, whatever. Like, it all depends on what your level of comfort is and what you want to do. Now, obviously, I have a little more room than, say, your average Ford pickup. Hey! Why'd you just turn off? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We have a malfunction. I'll be right back. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I think so. I just jumped out of my truck and I found a breaker that we were tied into. I flipped it, reset it, and it didn't change anything. I still don't get any power to the inverter. I see on the operating manual there online, excuse me, that it's got fuses internally, so I'm hoping that's the issue. But as of tonight, I am down to yogurt, some fucking peanuts, and a Larabar. It's better than nothing, but I think this week we're gonna try to eat somewhere out, I guess. As I was literally just telling you, oh, look at how much money I'm saving. Well, now we're dealing with this. So, but yeah. Anyways, last week when I wasn't filming, I think it's just honestly camera shy, because last week it worked perfectly fine. I didn't have an issue, but it did, I don't know, maybe the idea that it kind of smelled burnt in here as well. I just thought maybe it was the air fryer burning the parchment paper or something, right? But maybe it fried a fuse in there, and right now it's time for me to eat and go to bed. We'll have to. It's unfortunate because I have it in the closet where I thought it was going to work really well. And it does work well. It's out of the way. But basically, I need to be able to get to the back of that. So I need to grab my sockets, unbolt it from the floor, and then I can pull the cover off, and then I can see. So maybe that's a weekend thing, I guess. So, well, we'll revisit this episode, or part of the episode, with Cooking with Oz when my inverter decides to smarten up, or when I figure out what's going on. But for right now, I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, see if we can get some loading and unloading procedures going, and we'll kind of go from there. But I do have to go now because I just realized I have half my bunk, my jockey box below my bunk here. I have tools in underneath, and I'm looking in my mirror and I can see them all laying on the deck. So before I get too invested here, I gotta go out, put all that shit back, and then get ready for bed. So we'll check y'all in the morning.
Well, everyone, that's the end of it for now. Another day, another dollar made, you know. If you guys could do me an absolute huge favor, I'd be more than appreciative and grateful for it. If you could give this page a follow, Driving with Oz, share, like, comment, subscribe. Oh man, that would be awesome. And until next time, keep that shiny side up, keep that greasy side down, and we'll check you on the flip-flop. Come on.